Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. God helps those who help themselves. Today, the topic under discussion is: if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Today, I shall defend this proposition and prove that man is not made for defeat. This is a cold and cruel world. Here, principle in vogue is survival of the fittest. There is no place here for the complacent, lazy, and pessimistic souls. Here, you need to have a big heart, as strong as a stone. Optimism is the order of the day in this world. If you allow, Mr. President, I shall take you through the pages of the human history. What the history tells us about the cavemen, who led secluded lives in the caves, always fearful from the wild animal as well as other cavemen. They had no facility of the life whatsoever. The questions. How did they manage to survive? How did they manage to survive and lead long lives? The answer is, they didn't wait for the opportunity to knock at their doors, but they created opportunity for themselves. They made use of the intellect and wisdom God has bestowed upon them. They themselves devised new and better ways of hunting wild animals and birds. No one taught him to do so. They didn't go to any academy to learn the art of the hunting and livelihood. Rather, they have inbuilt fortitude, bravery, innovation, optimism, spirit, never to submit or yield, and courage to fight till the end. Then why should we wait for the opportunity? Why are we waiting for the opportunity? The Islamic history is full of such marvelous examples where our ancestors had created many opportunities for themselves out of nowhere. Tariq bin Ziyad, the great Muslim warrior, burnt his boats to inspire his men to fight fearlessly and ruthlessly because there was no way back. History tells us he was victorious. Who can forget the unflinching faith of great Nelson Mandela, the equality of the human being, and his untiring and the long struggle against the apartheid in South Africa? What a wonderful example of courage, never to submit or yield. Eventually, he was victorious. Mr. President, can we forget the miraculous work of the Dr. A.Q. Khan? The father of the Pakistan's nuclear program? No, certainly no. You know, in what a miserable and the humble situation he had started the program, the whole world was against this program. Pakistani badly lacked resources for such a gigantic venture. But on the other hand, there was a man who created opportunity for his success. They fought against all the odds of the life with the fervent spirit and great determination. Today, Pakistan is a nuclear state, the only nuclear state in the Islamic world. Here, my heart cries and want to ask them question from you. If Tariq bin Ziyad can burn his sword, then why can't we burn our thinking of waiting and keep waiting for the opportunity? Why are we waiting for the opportunity? If great Nelson Mandela can clench his hands by the struggle of the whole life, then why can't we build the castle of our dreams on the footings of courage, conviction, determination, and faith? If Qazi Muhammad Ali Jinnah, without having any opportunity, can make Pakistan, then why can't we make Pakistan the perfect example of the Islamic State? Why? If Dr. A.Q. Khan, without having any opportunity, can make Pakistan a nuclear state, the only nuclear state in the Islamic world, then why can't we make Pakistan the superpower of the world? Why are we waiting for the opportunity? Why we are waiting for the opportunity? The towering figure in the modern history, Qazi Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Mao Zedong, Abraham Lincoln, remind us of importance of building a door if opportunity doesn't knock. All remind us We must realize, we be a Pakistani, must realize and understand the unintelligible facts of the life. That no one is going to come from the blue to rescue us from the abyss we have fallen into. We, be a Pakistani, be a United Nation, must stand up in a steadfast manner to defeat the forces of the terrorism, poverty, disease, unemployment, and ignorance. We must build it. We must build a door. Only then God will help us. Thank you.